single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Good morning, folks. It's Paul here from All About Motorbikes, and I'm off out on a little jaunt, little trip out solo today, and I'm just going to trip about to a couple of places, probably Whitby. See how we get on there. I might even take in Staithes. I'll show you, I'll tell you, yes, I'm definitely going to show you Staithes. That's what I'll do. So we're going to go from here, which is Skelton, my hometown, and we're going to head out over to Staithes. Now I'll actually ride down into Staithes and show you that, because it's such a beautiful little place. I'll have a little walk about and I'll show you that as well. So I'll bring you back when there's something more interesting to talk about. And I'm sorry if you can hear any of the wind noise, but it is a particularly windy day. With gusts, they reckon we're going to get up to at least 40-45 miles per hour, if not more in certain places. But I've been out riding in those sort of winds quite a lot lately, and over the recent months, and to be actually honest, it's not that bad. Anyway, I'm waffling now again, as usual, but that's okay. What you see ahead, whether this is picking up, is Lumsey Mine. Now that's Broughton's mine, which shut in the 1950s. I don't know whether you'll be able to pick out the ruins up there, maybe not. Anyway, that had two shafts that was driven down 150 odd metres and was good, used up right up until the 1950s. There's just derelict buildings left of it now. Broughton had two mines and Skelton had a mine, and also if you turn right at this roundabout up here, it will take you to Kiltonthorpe, and that also had a mine too. And Kiltonthorpe's actually got the big shale heap left from the from what was brought out of the mine as waste product, which is now a landmark in itself and can be seen for miles. Looking straight ahead, you can see the cliffs, and that is definitely part of the Cleveland Way, which takes us all the way over towards Farley. You've got takes you Whitby, Farley, and all that. And the works that you can see is Carlinau Works and Skinningrove Works. The big building over there was Tata Steel, which is now been renamed back as British Steel, because that's what it used to be called in the first place. It's now British Steel. It's good to have that name back, to be honest. I'll tell you what I might do before I go over towards Staithes. We're going to have a little look down here, and we'll ride down into Skinningrove itself, and I'll show you the port of Skinningrove, or what used to be a port, or the harbour of Skinningrove. That's the branch line that takes you to Bowlby. Skinningrove has the nickname the Iron Valley. Well, there was an actual Skinningrove mine here, a mine which still has a museum now, and I believe it's just over there. It might be signposted further down actually. Turn that off. Right, yes, the Cleveland Ironstone mine's up this way. I'll have a little run up there actually, and I'll show you that. Alright, so there's a main car park here for the Ironstone mine. I know you can get out round here, I believe. So up that way is the old iron mine, Ironstone mining. Next, you can actually go and you can't actually go in the mine. You can see into the entrance, but it's a little museum there. But yes, the mine used to go through these hills. Nice little pub that actually, and does some good food. This has had quite a lot of money spent on the flood defences, because this was renowned for flooding this. There's not a lot here actually in Skinningrove, to be fair. Not a lot that would bring a lot of people here apart from the Ironstone mine. A little shop there. A little fish shop here. It's open actually as well, so there is something there for people. If you can actually see those steps that are going up there, that forms part of the Cleveland Way that takes you over towards Whitby Way. And this must be where they're building the yeah, they're definitely having a bonfire here. They have a spectacular bonfire and fireworks display here every year. I'll just get my keys. I don't know whether they actually still do any fishing off here, although there is a couple of boats, so they must do, and they must take them down here. Well, that, my friends, is Skinningrove. So we're going to head over now towards Loftus. This is Loftus Bank, and to my right is a hell of a drop over there. And this road was closed for over a year at one point because it collapsed. They had to shore it all, and you can see where they shored a lot of it up here. Them gabions, is it gabions they call them? Wire mesh frames filled with stone to give added strength. This is Loftus, folks. Loftus has a fair bit of history, but again, the high street and everything is actually being run down, and it's a shame really, because there's a lot of history. I mean, this is where they found a site, an archaeological site of the Saxon princess, not too far from here. Well, it's just over there on the left. This is the marketplace of Loftus. It's a grand pub, that, the Golden Line Hotel. Just here to our left is the memorial to the war victims. And in 2012 this place here was completely flooded. We had a hell of a lot of rain. Water was flowing all the way down here, and over these walls that you can see in front was teeming over there and flooded the whole place. So we're leaving Loftus now, and the next stop, next village that we'll come to is Easington. Now there's a couple of railway tunnels that I've been looking into that are disused, that were part of the branch lines that went through all these villages, Loftus, Easington and Staithes and that, and Sandsend and Whitby. They were part of that line. Now it's Sandsend has one tunnel which is just shy of a mile long, and so I'm going to have a look, see if I can get into that and take a walk through that, because I love that sort of thing. And there's another, Kettleness is another one, at Kettleness, which isn't too far from the Sandsend tunnel, and that's just over nearly 400 yards long, I believe. Not 100% certain, but I know it's over 300 yards anyway. And that, folks, was Easington. Not much there, but a great farm shop here on our right. They do a tea room in there. Brilliant place actually to get stuff cheap as well. And now we're coming over towards Bowlby, and you can see in the centre of the road you've got white marks, which is where the salt's been laid down. And I tell you what, coming over this brow here, there's nothing beats the actual view for me of what you see in front of you. Look at that, folks. There's Bowlby Mine. Staithes ahead in Hinderwell. Absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Staithes is a fishing one. It used to be one of the largest fishing villages around here, and you had 80 boats that were moored here at one point. They still do fish off here, and there's also a tradition where the ladies wear bonnets, and there still is a bonnet maker. And here we are coming into the village of Staithes. This is more like the new Staithes, but when we get up here I'll be turning left into Old Staithes, and it takes you to the harbour. Now you aren't supposed to go down into the harbour, I don't believe. But first of all, before we go down there, I'm actually going to look up into the industrial estate, because I do believe that's where the old railway station used to be. Now it does say you're not supposed to go down, but I will be going. In fact, I'm going to pull on here. Don't know whether you can actually see, but over there, the sandstone was part of the railway bridge that used to come across from there over to here and into the station up here. Yes, this used to be the road, old railway houses. Part of one of the buildings. It's a bit of a dive like that. It's a shame actually to see all these things go. Yes, now as you can see, if you look directly straight over, you can see the, I don't know whether this ghost will pick it up, but there's a sandstone pillar, what used to have the track on, and the bridge used to come straight over there and into here. So this used to be the old railway line. Now we'll go down into the harbour town itself, although it says you're not allowed to. We're going to. Look how steep these roads are. You won't be able to make out how steep this is, but trust me, it really is steep. And this, my friends, is old Staithes, the old fishing port and harbour that used to have the biggest fleet of boats. I'll take you down to that bit down here. Totty's tea room. There's a lot of these homes that are actually tourist houses. Well, they're being bought by people for holiday homes. Even has its own butcher shop. And the cod and lobster. Harbour town of Staithes. So folks, that is the little fishy port of Staithes. Quite a lot of tourists come down here. You won't believe how steep this really is. So where are we going to go now, folks? You've seen Staithes. I think we'll have a little jaunt over towards Sandsend now, and then into Whitby. The North Yorkshire, well, North Yorkshire itself in general has a hell of a lot to offer, and it's steeped in history. It really is. And if you don't know about these places, sometimes you actually miss them. Take those tunnels I was talking about earlier. Now I was talking about the Kettleness Tunnel and also the Sandsend tunnels, which were used by the railways, which are no longer in use, but are still there. Now I can't wait to actually get into them and have a look. So that is definitely on the cards, but I don't think that'll actually be a motorbike video as such. That might be me actually driving towards somewhere near and going on foot, hiking, which isn't a bad thing actually. Well, we've just left the town of Staithes and now we're heading along here towards a little town called Hinderwell, and we aren't too far from quite a lot of the places like Runswick Bay, which is another little place that tourists like to go see, and it's also the end of one of the coast to coast walks which Alfred Wainwright did and wrote about, which I happen to have the book of. And now there's another thing that I really want to go see now, Port Mulgrave. In fact, I'm going to have a look up there. We'll go to Port Mulgrave and see what's up there, because I've never ever been up here, so I don't even know what's up here. A little tea room there. Do you know, I've never known that these places exist. Well, you won't if you don't come across them, will you? They used to have mines all over here, and they used to have, well, I think they actually built a tunnel into the cliffs. But they used to dock the boats here and load the boats up. I'm just in awe of all this view. It's lovely. We'll go down here, we'll turn around, we'll have a little look. Oh, this is a turning area. Sorry. And that is the other way to the Cleveland Way. We'll turn around here. That is a public footpath, but I do believe that part of that's fell away. How beautiful is this? Sorry for the wind noise, folks. That might make it a little bit better. But this is the now there, that was a landslide there, down there. Don't know whether you can actually see, but a fellow was rescued from there not so long back, and they come here because they look for fossils along this coastline, because there's quite a lot. But this is Port Mulgrave and part of the Cleveland Way. Right, onwards to the next stop. I'm enjoying this. I don't know about you, but I certainly am. That's a nice house, that. And the garage underneath the house, that's lovely. They have a lot of scarecrows out here every now and again. It's really good. But this is a nice little village, Hinderwell this. Right, what's this coming up here? Where does that say we go? Where is it going? Is it Runswick Bay? Right, we'll have a little run to Runswick Bay then. Next on the cards is Runswick Bay, folks, so we'll have a look up here. Never been here for years. Don't even know what's actually down here. I'm actually quite enjoying myself out on my own today. I know my good pal Graham would love all this. Just visiting daft little place. This is Runswick Bay itself, but I do believe it has a part that goes right down towards the actual sea. So I'll see if we can get down there. If we can't, then, well, it is what it is. Look at the view from here. Just look at that view. I'm looking, there's nothing behind me, but that view is gorgeous. How nice is this, eh? Let's put this down there so you don't get too much wind noise. But very, 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 very steep. And this Cleveland way actually comes through this part as well. Have a look down here. Our way onwards towards Sandsend. Nice and steady out of here. What a beautiful place. And there's not a lot of wind in there, but you could see the cliffs where Kettleness and all that was. So I presume that the railway tunnels that I have mentioned previously are in there somewhere, or around that area somewhere. So we're getting there, we're going to find them. This is a long steep road for these people to walk up. They do pretty damn well. And there's no point going racing up here. People, that's what gets us a bad name. So, we've done another one. There's Runswick Bay. Onwards now, Sandsend, I believe. Oh, we'll go this way. And this is Lythe, folks. Another pretty Yorkshire village with the sandstone houses, which of course you're probably all well aware that I love. Now there's the view. Quite wet on these roads down here, so nice and steady as you go, Paul. Look at that view, eh? And that's what I call a view, folks. Absolutely beautiful. And I can see in the distance Whitby Abbey, although you may not be able to see it. And this, my friends, is Sandsend. So we'll go straight on from here to Whitby, because I am now getting a bit peckish and could do with something to eat. So we're now heading towards Whitby, which will be our final stop of the day, where I'm going to try, I think, and get some fish and chips. Now I invariably always come into Whitby this way. I tend never to come into the motorway. I generally go home that way sometimes, but today I won't because of it's too windy and it's very exposed on them motors, so I don't bother. I'll go left down here. The famous town of Whitby has links to Count Dracula. And some say he's buried in the Abbey, at the Abbey grounds. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. There's a lot on offer in this town actually, and I have to say it is one of my all-time favourite places to come to. I love it. I can never get tired of Whitby. And it's just how it is, it's just because it's so beautiful. We're going to go up here and turn left. And what there is in this church, in Whitby, is lots of churches. It's nice. Look, another church there. See. Church straight ahead. Whitby town was full of churches. You'd have a field day here, Andy, Suffolk Andy, wouldn't he? And isn't it nice to go through here and not have to make a racket as well? Now we're going to go across this swing bridge here, which is still operational. Well, we are eventually when it goes onto the green light. So folks, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself fish and chips, and then I'm going to take some delight in going home to see my lovely wife. So I might as well say bye for now, and I hope you enjoyed this little jaunt out. Some nice little bits of history there. Well, that's it folks, so I will say from me, Paul, from All About Motorbikes, bye for now folks, and what a place to end the vlog. Whitby Town, next to a fish and chip shop. Bye.